third option. There are times when we're faced with a premise and we don't have the expertise, we don't have the knowledge, we don't have the wherewithal to really determine whether it's acceptable or unacceptable. So someone can make a claim, say, about the proportion of the federal budget that goes to scientific study. And they make that claim in the context of an argument. Off the top of my head, I don't have enough background knowledge to know whether that particular claim is acceptable or not. Now, if the claim itself seems utterly implausible, just unreasonable, that would be reason enough for me to not accept it, to say this just doesn't make much sense. Okay? But if it's generally plausible, I might call it provisionally acceptable. This is not the same as determining that a premise is acceptable. This is your way of saying, I'll consider it acceptable for now until I have time to go do the research and find out whether it is true. Okay? But it's reasonable. The person seems to be a good, non-biased expert source. I'm going to accept it for now. Do not use this option of provisional acceptability as an excuse not to make a judgment. This doesn't happen all that often, depending on the kind of arguments you're making. Okay? So you only make it in those cases where the premises seem plausible, but you don't have the background knowledge or the necessary expertise to really know whether they're acceptable or not. Okay, so let's just review. We're starting with step 5 to learn how to determine whether an argument is persuasive. Now remember, these are questions that can be posed to any argument of any length, of any content, of any context. So the first question that we've been focusing on right now has been acceptability. Do you accept the premises? You'll be given an argument, you'll do a diagram just like you've been doing for the last 2 steps, and then you'll have another list where one by one you evaluate each premise, generally speaking in isolation from each other. Good luck.